So right now I'll be presenting my third assignment. The first question asked us to fix the simple color shader. So I have done that here. Uh, in the simple color, I have not been using the world view projection together. I have separated it, and in the draw scene, you can see I've been using view projection and world color differently, and I have rendered two different objects. As multiple objects, I've rendered two at least, so they are using the same shader. And for the second question, we were just supposed to make a pyramid, so I have done that in this. Uh, I've created the pyramid using the model tools, unit pyramid here. For the third question, we were supposed to create three different models, or at least two. I have created two because I was not able to do the sphere. So in here, in the three models, I have to even incorporate the further question one, which asks, should we be using three different models to make these three models? That's not the case. Uh, Model 1 is box, Model 2 is pyramid. I can just use three different world matrices and based on that render my three different objects. So in here, that's what I have done. Uh, and I have used here the color selected as required. And as you can see, I am, sorry, if I can run this. I'm running to anything. Uh, yeah, as you can see, I'm rendering three different objects here. So for the fourth question, we were supposed to do like render four objects using two different shaders. That I have done in here. So first of all, for this, we needed to uh, I have used the same pixel shader in this, and I have used the same input layout, but the vertex shader were the one that were different in both the shaders. So that is the one that I have made the new blob for in here. Sorry. Uh, in here, I have made a different blob and compiled the simple shader, simple color and color selected, and the input layout is the same. The pixel shader is the same because both of the shaders pixel shader code is the same right now. And other than that, I have used two models, pyramid and box, and I have used three world matrices. So the first one, as you can see, uses the first two uses the WVP struct. Uh, so the first two models use that, and the next two models use the view projection, and I have reused the models as well. Uh, and in here you can see that so the first two models use the simple color 3D, the other two models use the color selected 3D. Other than that, we were asked to make our shader class, or how would you design. So this is my first shot at it. It's by no means good, but this is what I thought. Like a shader should be able to compile the vertex shader, create the vertex shader, define the input layout, create the input layout, compile the pixel shader, create the pixel shader, create the constant buffer. So just like a model has a extended or like supporting class model tools, I think I should be making shader something like that as well. But right now for this, in the constructor, I'm just getting the M3 device, the blob, the layout, the pixel shader blob, the vertex shader blob, and the buffer descriptor. Uh, I don't think this is this is like doing anything right now, of course, but it, I think just by looking at model class and how it's doing, I should be able to extend it. But these are the basic functionalities that the shader class should have, in my opinion. So thank you. This was my presentation for today.